Hey there guys, have you ever wondered what a class action lawsuit is and how you would know if you're eligible to participate in that actual class action lawsuit? My name is David Salazar, and this question was asked to me earlier this week by a member in the group. Welcome to the Safety Guardians. This is my YouTube channel and my Facebook page where we talk about recalls, defective products, products liability cases, recalled products, things of that nature. A lot of current events are discussed here, and this is one of the topics that came up. Class action lawsuits. First and foremost, I want to tell you that if your injuries were extremely serious, catastrophic, or severe, do not participate in a class action lawsuit. There is a difference between a class action lawsuit and a mass tort. So a class action lawsuit means that there is a collective class that goes after a company, and at the end of that, each person gets a pro rata amount of a settlement. Oftentimes it's less than $100. So the majority of the money gets consumed by a lot, basically because such a large group, the majority of the money is used on expenses and attorneys who actually work on behalf of that class. A mass tort is completely different because it takes into account each individual's actual damages, and it allows them to assert their individual claims against the company. So this is much different. A class action is one lawsuit that's filed on behalf of a whole class. A mass tort is separate lawsuits filed on behalf of each individual person that have different damages. So each person has a different damage profile. This is just kind of the nature of how things happen. If a class action is present, I would strongly suggest staying away from it if a mass tort is a viable option. So let me give you an example. Hernia mesh cases are cases where there is a mass tort, and the mass tort is that each individual has been affected by this product, however, in different ways. So in this instance, because they've been affected in different ways, they have different damage profiles. Since that's the case, each person has to bring their own individual lawsuit against this company because of their damages. So that is a mass tort. A class action is when all individuals have been deceived or affected by something in a much smaller way, and that whole class files one lawsuit, and this class could represent thousands of people. So I want to make sure you understand these separate actions against manufacturers because they have completely different outcomes for individuals. Some mass torts result in outcomes that can be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars for individuals, whereas class actions are rarely ever over $100, $200, $300. So keep that in mind. If you're eligible, there's no harm in actually exploring what your options are because you may have been individually affected much worse than other people have. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or hit me up on instant message or something of that nature, email, whatever you want to do. This is the Safety Guardians. This is our page. I look forward to talking to you guys about this stuff, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.